toy spot, we are having a look at the Playmates Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Battle Sounds Raphael. He says, "Let's bring the ruckus. I'm the shadow of the night." And of course he has some sound effects from his slashing attacks as well. To activate any number of those, you just have to slide the backpack on the back of the figure, to which you can see when we flip the package around. There's a little backpack that you can press up and down. New York City, an old menace returns, new mutations arise, the ultimate showdown approaches. Our heroes must rise up again to save the city they love, even if it means exposing themselves for who they truly are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The other figures available that we've been looking at, there's Battle Sounds Leonardo, Battle Sounds Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, Battle Sounds Bebop, Battle Sounds Rocksteady. To check out more from the folks over at Playmates Toys, head over to www.playmatestoys.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Battle Sounds Raphael. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Raphael comes with one accessory. Technically he comes with two, but really one of the sides are already molded to his hand, so you can't remove it. So by that, he does only come with really one sai as a standalone accessory. There's no section on the back where he can hold it, unlike the basic figure that we had a look at, but at least you can take both sais and attach them to his hand. And by attaching to his hand, you just finagle it through his fingers, and you can hold both sides. By comparison, let's have a look at him. We'll just move him to the side. Let's have a look at him versus the basic release, basic class figure release of Raphael. The sides are roughly about the same size. You can see the Battle Sounds Raphael's size are just a little bit bigger. I would normally say you could swap them out. In fact, you know what? I haven't even tried that. Let's take the colored sai out of Battle Sounds Raphael. Get him to properly stand here. And let's see if we can do our best to get it. Now granted, as successful as this might be, you will not be able to have him holding the other sai, because the other sai is actually in his, well, molded to his hand. So that's what it looks like. If you want some color options, it is a little bit broader of a handle though, but it still allows him to fit it in the regular released figure. Doing a straight comparison between the two, they're almost the same height. Raphael's maybe just another half of a head taller than him, I guess than himself. Coloring is on par with one another, not too much different between the two, although the faces are drastically different, where you've got pupils as well as a grimace on the face. Now, the Raphael here, I thought was also going to be a ball joint, and I'm looking at the figurehead, and it doesn't look like, maybe it is. I thought maybe, once again, revisiting my previous idea of swapping out the heads. I do think that the Battle Sounds heads are better, but I don't think there's a way that you can swap one for the other. Because I do like the pupils, I like the exposed teeth rather than just a very calm expression on the regular Raph. The backs also show you the differences where this one has the battery compartment for the sound effects. He also has a couple little notches in his chest where the sound will be coming out of. Okay, so let's move the regular Raph out of the way. We'll put the other sai in Raph's hands just so we can get a good idea of sound effects that Raph's going to have. For the back, you just flip it down. You're going to push the backpack all the way down, and you're going to get sound effects, and you're going to get voice clips. Here we go.
Let's bring the ruckus. Incoming! I'm a shadow of the night. Be careful. Shredder's out there somewhere. We work with what we got. Go, go, go! I'm a shadow of the night.
As you can probably hear, more so than seeing, there are a fair number of clips that are added to the figure. It's not just one or two that you cycle back and forth between. You do get a fair number of them all activated by the backpack here.
Let's bring the ruckus.
Now, even though the figure itself could have had more limited posability, he does still have a fair bit, though he does not have, as you've seen in other videos, he doesn't have any knee articulation. The head does rotate left and right, making me almost feel like it is a ball joint, but it does appear more so like it's now just a straight swivel joint. Bit of a shame, though. The shoulders hinge forward and back.
We work with what we got.
This one is a little more relied on the gimmick, but you still have a bend in the elbow there, a rotation in the forearm, and a rotation in the wrist. That carries over to the regular non-affected arm. It hinges out all the way around, bend in the elbow, rotation in the wrist, no waist swivel, full articulation in the top of the legs, though no bend in the knees. And while we're at it, there is Raphael. There is Leonardo. Hopefully it gets some stand. And there is Donatello. The only one that we haven't looked at from the Battle Sounds line, similar to what we had to look at with the basic figures, we haven't looked at Mikey yet, and certainly his video will be right around the corner. I like these. They don't have as much posability to them, but at least they have these sounds and the slashing options of their weapons. I like them. I think for that end of it, kids maybe will be a little more interested in these because they have a little bit more to do when it comes to when you want to play with these. Today's Toy Spot, we were continuing our looks at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadow figures, and today we're looking at Battle Sounds Raphael. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.